Point of order. Can I refer you to paragraph 22.9 of Erskine May, which stresses the primary importance of ministerial responsibility. Now, we've got to admit that Prime Ministers have always tried to dodge questions at Prime Minister's question time, and you're not responsible for the answers they give. But what we have seen in recent weeks is not just dodging questions, but every question asked to the Prime Minister, he refers to the Leader of the Opposition's policies. This is not Leader of the Opposition policies, it's Prime Minister's and the whole...
Can I just say, once again, I said last week, I have not the responsibility or the authority for the answers. What I would say is, it's incumbent of ministers to try and ensure there is an answer. But it is not for me to judge whether the answer is correct or not. You will be politicising the chair. If that's what the House wishes to do, by all means do so. But I have not got the power. Once again, I reiterate what I said last week.
Which is true.
Prime Minister, there are questions, and sometimes we've got to try and answer the question to what was asked of you. The Prime Minister, Ofsted, was not the question. I'm not interested in what they put on the agenda. I'm more interested in you answering the question. Just a moment. I'll have a little less shouting from the side. Just to remind the Prime Minister, it's Prime Minister's questions. It isn't about the agenda of the last general election. Keir Starmer.
And this is the moment that left millions in disbelief. A Prime Minister stood before Parliament, yet refused to answer any questions, time and time again, repeating evasive rhetoric and shifting the focus to attacking his opponents. And what's even more frightening is, no one stopped him. You just saw the difference. When it was Boris Johnson, the Speaker of the House was ready to interrupt, remind, even pressure the Prime Minister to answer directly. But with Keir Starmer, silence, evasion, and a cold justification. I have no authority. No authority or unwillingness to exercise power? This is no longer a matter of parliamentary technique. This is a question of fairness, of transparency, and of whether the system is being bent for political gain. When the head of government can freely evade accountability to the people, who will be held accountable? The people aren't stupid. They see it all. They see the disparities in treatment, the inconsistencies, and one thing is clear. The rules of the game no longer seem to be the same for everyone. If Congress, considered the symbol of democracy, can't even force leaders to answer simple questions, what's really going on behind the doors of power? Ask yourself, is this incompetence or deliberate cover-up? And if this continues, who really controls this country?